Hello everybody, welcome back, and in today's video we are going to continue our Python series after a quite long time. So today in this video we are going to learn about the while loop and about loops basically. Now the very first thing that you need to know about loops is that what are loops. Okay, so loops are a very handy tool if you want to run the same code over and over again, each time with a different value. Now what it means is you can repeat the code, you can repeat any code you want with very small lines of code. So let's take an example. So if you want to print numbers from 1 to 10, what will you do is basically you will just use the print function 10 times, 1 to 10. But this way is not correct. In programming you have to use something called a loop. So in this video we are going to learn the while loop. So that 10 lines of code will be transformed to a 4 line of code with the while loop. So you'll understand it when you practically do it. Let's start and let's jump into the code. So I'm running PyCharm right here and I've changed the theme, nothing else. And I've just changed the theme and now I'm on Windows 10. So let's get started. So basically if you want to print numbers from 1 to 10, you will use the print function and you will actually use it 10 times, so 1 to 10. But we are going to use loops. First of all, let's create a variable and I'm going to call it number is equal to 1. So this is number is a variable and its value is 1. Okay, and let's add a comment. So the variable number is 1 so that we get something. Okay, what's going on now? We are going to say loop starts. Now the very first thing inside of while loop that you have to see is while keyword. Okay, so you type in while keyword and then number. So number actually is the variable. Okay, so this number is this variable. So if you just hold control and then click this, so you'll be redirected to this variable right here at its initialization point. So you have to say number is less than equals to 10. So what this thing means is that this number, while it's less than or equals to the 10, the code inside of this loop will be executed. So now if you just put a colon and then if you print hello for example, and then you have to write in one more line of code. So don't forget this indentation, it's very important. So you have to say number plus number is equal to number plus 1. So what this will mean is that this number is now number plus 1, so its initial value plus 1. Okay, and we can shorthand this code by using just plus equals. You know what is this, we have learned it before. So number plus equals 1, so the number will be incremented by 1. So we can shorthand this code right here, and I'm gonna add a comment. Simply number increases by 1. So now that it's done, we just have 1, 2, 3 and 4 lines of code. The rest of it's just the comments and some other things like this. Enter. So we can simply run this program and you can see we have hello 10 times. You can count it, it's exactly 10 times. And if you don't understand this, then you have to do it in a different way. So if you don't understand it, then mess around with this while loop, do something else. You will get some errors at some point of time, but errors only make you stand. So now if you want to print, now the question arises, how can we print numbers from 1 to 10, because we are just printing one value, hello, uh, 10 times. So it's just hello that we are printing, we are not printing anything else. So how can we print numbers from 1 to 10? So this number variable right here, its value is 1 right here. Okay, we are changing the value of this variable right here. So on this line we are increasing the value of number. So if it's 1, it will become 2. If it's 2, it will become 3. If it's 3, it will become 4. So basically that's the fundamental of increasing it. So it will, if it's 1 right here, so it will be 2 after this line of code. So we are increasing the value of this number, so we are changing the value of this number actually. So what you have to do is, instead of hello, instead of this string, you can just simply say number. So print number. So what it will do is, it will print the number 1, 2, 3 until 10. So actually how it does this thing? So what it does is, it takes the number variable, okay, it checks the condition that if it's less than 10, so it will see that it's less than 10, so it will go inside of this loop, and then it will say print number. So it will print the number. So previously the number will be 1, okay, and then the number will change on this line, so it will become 2. Then again it will go on top here, and then here it will see while number is less than or equals 10, it will check that if this number is less than or equals 10, it will be 2. So the number will be 2, and then it will go again inside of the loop, and then it will print, and it will go on and go on and go on. And when the number reaches 11, so when the number will be 10, then also it will execute this code, because what we have said is less than or equals to. So when the number will be 10, then also it will execute this code. But at the time when the number becomes 11, this thing right here will be false. So it will not go inside of this loop, and it will not execute the code, but it will go outside of the loop and execute the code. For example, if I print here loop over, okay, so remember we had indentation here, so this indentation means that we are inside of this loop. And now if I run this, you can see, okay, I clicked it up twice, so stop and rerun, and you can see it's till 10 and the number will be 11. So now instead of loop over, if I print out number, then you will see that it will print 11. So you can see it's printing out 11. So till 10 it was a loop, right here it's not a loop. So I can just simply say number is, and then I can plus, and then remember you have to convert it into string, so str function and then number. So it will convert the number into string, so integer to string, and else it will give you an error. So number is 11, you can see. And simply you can add, it's a general print statement, so you can add anything you want. So if I say number in the loop is, and I can add number str number, okay, and then run this program. You can see number in the loop is 1, and then outside of the loop it's 11. So that's the thing. And in the next video we are going to learn about how we can nest if else statements inside of our while loop. So it will be more interesting. And yes, loops are a bit confusing concepts, so if you don't actually do them, then you will not get them. It's a fact that if you don't do anything, then you're not going to get anything. So mess around with the loop, play around, change something, change this string, even you can change this name of this variable, change this number even. So if I change this to 20, what it will do is it will print numbers from 1 to 20, and then outside of the loop it will be 21. So it's like a magic. So you can even set it to 100 if you want, and then run it, and it will give you till 100, you can see. And outside of the loop it's 101. So you don't have to write 100 lines of code. And actually while loop and other loops are not used to just print something, they are used for other purposes. So as you get more and more advanced in the programming, you will actually get to know what is the actual use of while loop. So we are just covering the programming basics right here. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys like it, share it with others. Finally, thanks for watching.